Good morning. Is anybody on yet this morning? Good
Hello.
morning. How are you?
Good yourself.
Doing okay.
Good. You get on all right with all your appointments?
Oh my goodness, we had four this week, and I think
Oh,
we have at
good.
least two next week.
Oh, goodness.
Exhaustion. Oh my goodness. Right now, I've got my watch is sending something about every minute, and I'm trying to get it off because it's pretty annoying. I don't know how to get it off. I know it's here somewhere. It's kind of a new deal for me here. I don't know much about it. So, what you working on today?
My squares. I need some more clean ones.
Your squares? You
Uh,
just need a few more and you're done?
I don't know how many, but I need some cream ones. I've got plenty. I've got yellow, a lot of yellow, and I need some cream.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Maybe I can figure out. No, I don't think so. Ah, that's not it. Where is it that you add the? No, I know there's a thing here. My husband's blood sugar is coming in every minute.
Oh, goodness.
I don't need it every minute. I'm going to turn it off right now. I'm not even, in fact, it's not even working. It's just coming in as a blank. So, I don't need to do that. Let me see. That's not it. Where is it? Touch facers, universal settings. No. Craziness. Um, this is not it. Oh my goodness. Here is the place. And where is now? Talking to myself. It's got to be right in here somewhere. Select more apps. Okay. Yes. Okay. I think I got it off there for now. I'll work on it some more later, but I just didn't want it buzzing my wrist every minute. Oh goodness. Wearing my socks. It's rainy and kind of chilly today. And so I'm going to put on this pair of socks today.
Oh, they're lovely. That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yes. I like it a lot. And I finished here. Let me get my socks on because my feet are cold. I finished a pair for my nephew for
Uh,
Christmas. I'm seeing how many I can make for Christmas. I've started the second pair. Um, it might be a few this year and a few next year. You know,
you
we'll
get
see how it goes. I really love making socks, so it's really not a struggle. And I have quite a bit of sock yarn. Um, so I'm using up some of the some of the ones I think they might like, right? Colors that I think they might like.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. This is for my Kevin is, let's see, I finished this pair. Kevin is
There's
20, I think he's 26. He just got married last May, and
yes.
I think they're buying a house about 8 miles from here. We
Oh,
went and looked at this house with them because my husband has done a lot of building and stuff, and he wanted some opinions about the house structure and stuff. So we went over and looked. And as far as I know, they were trying to buy that house. It's got beautiful land around it. Like it kind of sits on a hill a little bit. It's a really old farmhouse. The house itself, I didn't love, but they're young and they can do what they want. It was kind of a high ceiling kitchen dining area, and then it had a living room with some kind of fireplace. I don't think it was a real fireplace. Um, One bathroom, and then upstairs it had a really nice big bedroom and then a really small bedroom. And the steps, oh my gosh, the steps were so steep, but they're young.
yeah.
And then the land was absolutely stunning. It's right next to a walking path that she could walk to her job at the high
Well,
school if she
that's
wanted.
good.
Lovely. She could bike. And then it had a little pond, and it had a couple outbuildings. There was a garage and a workshop and a small building. I didn't go out there because it was pouring rain that day and I just didn't want to be all wet. But it had a small building with some power to it, where I think they used it as a tack room for horses. They had some horses there. And I don't know if this couple would have horses. I know they want some indoor, like dog and cat kind of things. But uh, anyway, they were. It was quite a bit of money, but they're both working. She's a teacher and he's a engineer.
Oh, that's
So
good.
they both have good jobs. And he'd been saving up for a few years while she was in school, and he'd been living with a relative, so he didn't spend much in living. So I don't know. I was waiting to see if they're going to get that house, or because
Mm.
it's on our road, and I think it's about 6 or 8 miles from us.
Oh, that's good. Did your husband
Yeah,
like?
that'd be the closest relative to us as far as distance. My sister is probably 22 miles away. And my folks were right near my sister. They passed. And then my kids are more like one's 90 miles and I think one's about 110 miles away. So they're a little bit away. Oh, here's the next sock I started.
Oh, that's a nice one
This
as
one is for a quieter, Kevin's brother, and he's kind of a quiet guy. He loves to read. He reads, 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 reads. And he works at Myers and he has like a 2-year college degree, but he doesn't like to brag about himself. He doesn't like to be in public. He just likes to be by himself. He loves to come over and work with my husband.
well.
We paid him to help like put down our floor and stuff like that. And it's great because my husband's getting so doesn't want to be on the floor so
Yeah.
much, and he's bending up and down. That's hard for him. So it
Mm.
was great. David was here helping with that stuff, and we paid him some just to. He didn't want to take it, but we made him. He should take it. So anyway, that's for him.
Oh, that's good. Nice color.
Yeah, greens. I think he'll like greens.
Mm.
So,
So how many is that you've got?
oh, this will be the second one. I
Uh,
do have a couple that I haven't checked that might work, that are shorty socks that I made that I didn't keep for myself. They're just in a gift bin, and they are bigger than me, and my two nieces are bigger than me. My daughter, she's the same exact size. Oh, no, I take that back. I have two pair done because I have a pair for my son already.
uh,
Whoops, somebody's coming in. Let's
uh,
see. Well, I can't see her yet, but I think she's coming.
well, you
Diane,
should,
are you there? I see your name, but I don't see your picture.
We should get there. You're still another 7 months for your socks.
Oh yeah. Yep. I can knit. This last pair I knit them in 11 days. And they're pretty. The guys are bigger because I'll make a longer top to the sock, right? And they have longer feet usually. So I thought I love this pair. Just love them. I made a pair in the same color for my son and he likes them. Anyway, so that's one of the bigger ones. And John might have the biggest feet and I already made his. So that's 2 pair I have done. I'm trying to think how many there are. I think there's either 10 or 12. I didn't really count them yet.
You'll get there.
We'll see, as we get closer to Christmas, then I'll figure out, who's got what and what else I need to do. Yeah. Last year, when my grandmother died in 1973, my sister and I and our parents planted a tree at the end of their driveway because my grandma lived across the street. And so we planted this tree at the end of their driveway, just as a memory tree. And about 2 or 3 years ago, the county came through and they cut that tree down, and it kind of broke our hearts because they cut a bunch of trees up and down the road, and it looks really different. Good morning.
Morning. How is everybody?
Good.
Good. So out of that tree, we had pens made for everybody last year.
Oh, that was a good idea.
It was from the grandma tree. So I think that everybody liked them.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, because we have the wood. And another year, Rod made rolling pins, like to cook, bake.
Yeah, that's smart.
So yeah, it's kind of neat to have something from we called it grandma tree. So, is it raining there, Diane?
No, sun's shining.
Oh yeah? Well, I think it's quit raining, but it's kind of overcast here. So we'll see.
Don't send it this way.
Well, no. Is it warm today, Shona, where you are?
Yeah, it's quite warm and dry.
Warm and
Dry, no rain so far.
oh, no rain. You look all bundled up there.
I like the heat. I don't like cold.
You don't like to be cold, yeah. I may run in the kitchen and get my sweater too. My other one. What you working on, Diane?
My best.
Oh,
The one that, excuse me, Jean had made. These are my fronts.
Tell me the name of that again.
I'm sorry.
Remember, you're using Cascade yarn.
Cascade 220 is what I'm using. GK. Lineage is the name of the pattern.
Lineage. I think I put it on my queue somewhere. Let me see.
I think you did.
Yeah, I think I did too. I have so many patterns that I want to make. I'll have to live to be about 500.
Keep getting these pop-ups. So if you see me looking funny at the screen, it's another pop-up.
Oh, we did see you looking funny at the screen. Lineage. I should be
Now
able
you
to
know
look.
why.
Yeah. Leneage, I think.
Yeah.
Lineage. Shouldn't that look up? Well, shoot. That didn't do anything. Let's try it again. There it is. Yeah, that's a neat. I like that.
I'm not going to make it as long as she did. She
Yeah, it's
being
almost
the
to her
person in
knees.
the pad.
Yeah, it
The
shows
pattern
almost to her
says to
knees.
knit for 29 inches. And that'll take you like from here down. but I'm just going to take it to fingertip. See how hers is? It's
Yeah,
way
hers
below
is
the
really long.
fingers. And I don't want it quite that long. So I'm just taking it to the fingers and then done. Then I shape for the shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Right there. I keep moving things around in my queue. Right now, there's this top called the Province top that I want to get yarn for. We're gonna go to next weekend is the thing in Charlotte, the Spring Makers Fest.
The what makers?
Spring Makers Fest in Charlotte.
Okay.
And I think I'm trying to remember how many vendors she said. I don't remember if she said a number. Because that gal in Charlotte, Lindsay Potter,
Yeah.
that runs, she's putting it on, and it's at the fairgrounds right there in just out of town.
I was going to ask if it was going to be there again.
Yep. So my girlfriend's never been to that. I can't remember if I've been once or twice. So she wanted to do that next weekend. So I said, sure, let's do it. Well, she was too sick to go to local yarn store day. I ended up going by myself.
Oh,
It was fun still because I went somewhere that I know the people. I'm gonna go grab my sweater. I'm chilly. I can't find my needle count or my stitch. There it is. Stitch counter. Gotta know. Row counter. There we go. Gotta know the rows here. If I don't know how many rows I did for the first sock, I won't know how many to do for the second sock.
how do you like the one on your finger?
It's okay, but sometimes when it's in my bag, I think that maybe it might get bumped.
It doesn't lock?
No, it does not lock, and I don't like that. Um, but I mean, I probably have 5 of them, and I keep them with different projects,
Mhm.
and they are very cheap. I think I paid like $3.50 or something for them. So that's nice, but I do wish it locked.
When Charlene had
She have them?
when she had her Facebook sale,
Yeah.
I ordered these. Oops.
Oh yeah, those lock, don't they?
Yeah. But then Dale put the ring on it
Oh,
so I can
nice.
stand it up.
Oh yeah. You could also hang it around your neck with a loop,
Yeah.
which that would be something I would do, is hang it around my neck and then I can just grab it and click it.
It's always right by me, so
Yeah.
But I'm doing the row count because I'm 100
Yeah.
100 rows. Is that
Yeah,
right?
could be.
No, 150
Oh my gosh.
on the front, but I'm at 100 on the back.
It's not the same?
No,
Is
I
it
have a, because I'm going back and forth.
you sew it together? Oh,
Yeah. But I'm going back and forth. I did the back. Oh, there it is. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, I'm 150 on the back,
okay.
and it's not quite long enough.
Okay.
So I'm going towards 175 on the front because I did the back and then I did the front to even it
Okay.
out, and then decided that it needed to be longer.
Okay.
So right now I'm
You
at,
didn't finish, you didn't bind off on the other side.
oh, no, 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 no. No, I'm still knitting on both.
Yeah, okay.
But it's easier to take the back with me when I go out because I'm only working with one skein, or I'm working with two for the front because I do my two fronts at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I'm 150 on the back and 162 on the front so far.
You're coming right along.
Yeah.
Are you on about 3 weeks on that right now?
Oh, no, longer.
Longer?
I'm probably a good month.
Okay.
We went out to the tiny house last weekend. They were having meet and greet. That's why I
Yeah.
couldn't be on the Zoom.
That's where you were. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It was Shona and me.
Oh, just the
That's
two of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Am I intruding coming in, being an odd?
No.
But I walked in, we wanted to get our welcome package because we're seasonal.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, did my uniform come in? And I looked up, nope, nobody's uniforms are in.
Oh,
Boom. The conversation kind of ended. And I looked
yeah.
at her kind of funny.
You
And
start?
she said, well, the store's closed and you're going to be working up here.
Oh,
No, I did not know that. So because they put a new roof on our rec center,
yeah.
and they're bringing in all these games, including, like the Pac-Man and Pokey, whoever's, and, computerized ones,
Yeah.
that they're taking the store and using that as the activities office.
Oh,
So I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, everybody up front are full timers.
okay.
And if they're not, they've been there for 20 years working.
Right.
And I looked at her kind of funny and she said, well, you'll be relieving us. And Dale said, well, does that mean she's going to be working 5 until 9? Meaning at night, which I don't
Yeah.
want to do. I don't want to
Yeah.
work nights.
Okay.
And then it was like, she knows, but she's not.
She doesn't seem to be telling you.
Yeah, she can't tell us until we have our meeting. I'm actually hired in on May 18th. Well,
Oh,
I'm hired and I have everything, all my ducks in a row, but my start date is until May 18th. So she
right.
can't tell me anything until that meeting.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree, and just to show you, we had 3 ice cream coolers at the store, and
Yeah.
they had 2 at the Welcome Center.
Yeah.
We have 1 now. There's 1 ice cream. They put in vending machines, so I'm wondering if there's ice cream in those vending machines.
Oh, maybe. Well, what would you be doing then? I can't imagine.
Well, at the Welcome Center, the store is there. They have a store
Oh.
also, but
Oh, okay.
they even pulled back on what they have there. They have a
Oh.
much better quality of t-shirts and sweatshirts. I mean, nice material. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, this is nice. And I'm walking around going, there's one small ice cream cooler where they used to have two big ones, well, bigger than what they
I bet
have.
you probably sold a lot of ice cream there, didn't you?
We did because the main beach was right there. And people
Yeah.
would say, you know, for a meet and greet, there's a shelter, and under the shelter they had all the, you know, donuts and coffee, not coffee, but donuts and water and apples and oranges and whatever's. And
Yeah.
then there was a fire pit because a little chilly that day out in the open.
Yeah.
So we're standing by the fire, and nobody knows that, you know, I work there. I didn't have a uniform. I didn't have my old uniform on because I'm not hired yet, so I'm not wearing a uniform.
Yep.
And somebody said, yeah, and did you hear they're supposed to close the camp store? And I
Huh.
went, yeah, they are. And he looked at me and he went, is that confirming it? And I went, yes. Still not saying, you know, I
Yeah.
want to hear what their feelings were. And the one man, and this is the most accurate one. He said, we're right by the beach. My grandkids say, Grandpa, I want ice cream. Okay, here, take this and go get ice cream because it was right there.
Right there. Yeah.
Now I have to come all the way up front to get ice cream. He said, no, I might as well just stop at my trailer and get ice cream out of the freezer. They're going
Yeah.
to be losing money. I went, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then another comment was made, and I said, well, yeah, I used to work at the store, so I know how many people were coming in. You know,
Right.
oh, that's why you look familiar.
Oh, because they've been in.
I think I've talked with you. I've had conversations with you. I said, yeah, you have. But and you know, you really can't say anything. You're staff, and you just have to follow the rules.
Yep.
Ford's Garage has coffee and cars this today.
Yeah.
People bring in their old cars,
Oh, fun.
and they're, you know, just out there having coffee, looking at, you know, the different cars.
Right.
And this is the first time they're having it in Dearborn.
Oh, I bet hubby's up there, huh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He
No
said, well, I
coffee
may
to-
not be back in time to give you your 11 o'clock. And I looked at him like, what are you talking? He meant my coffee.
Oh gosh.
And today is also,
He's a sweet man,
yeah, he's a keeper.
I would say.
I found a pattern. I think it's a Miss Babs. And our printer isn't printing color, it's only printing black and white.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my printer too.
Well, it's because we haven't gotten the new cartridges yet. And we thought,
Oh.
you know, we'll just print on black and white. Well, now it's to the point that it's not even going to print the black.
Oh.
Oh, wrong one. But I'm going to show you the pattern on my phone.
Okay.
This is the pattern,
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, just a little cowl. Yep.
but it's using 4 different yarns to use
Okay.
up your staff.
Oh yeah, is it fingering?
Yeah. So it's about 90 yards for each one, each yarn that you use. And I
Okay.
thought, oh, I started making this here a while ago.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I got on it. And, I look at it and I go, I'm not going to pick it up again. So I
Yeah.
thought, well, I can take this out
Yeah.
and use it for the pattern I just showed you.
Yeah.
One of those I went in the spare bedroom for something and I thought, they just kind of float to the top sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my my go bag with with the yarn and everything in there, I thought, well, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it
Yeah.
apart and redo.
I started this. What is it called? It's called my picture is really bad. It's called the Space Tank by Heidi Kermeyer. It's a basic tank top.
Okay.
Nice wide straps, like to cover the bra straps and that. But I started it in a pink linen. This right here. Pink
Ooh,
linen.
pretty.
But the pattern is the way it's written. Do this 5 times and do this 6 times, and there's all kinds of markers in different places, and it's not fun.
Oh,
So I only knit on it when I can really think, and I just don't know if I'm gonna start with something else, or I've got it maybe a couple inches, 2.5 inches probably. But what they're
yeah.
having you do is increase certain amounts at the raglan areas, and then certain amounts at some of the other areas. And it's confusing. I don't like her writing style. I don't think I've made a pattern from her before. When you look at a name like that you recognize, you think, oh, this will be a well-written pattern. And
Yeah.
I am not happy with the style of the writing. So I thought, oh,
It is a cute top though.
it is. I would like it if I can get past, if I could probably just get down past the underarms, probably just be going around. But we'll see. I don't
So it's
know.
from top down.
Yep, top down, which I prefer. Um, but yeah, I don't know. And right now, the way the top looks, it seems big, but then I have to remind myself it's a scoop neck.
And you're also doing,
I-
across the shoulders too. You're doing all
Yeah.
of this.
Yes, because it's
Have
in the
you
round.
have you done any of Nicola's?
It seems like I have. Martello, is that Nicola? I think it is.
You said Martello?
Martello.
No.
Wasn't that what it was called?
Oh, the pattern. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's a
Is it
Nicola
like
pattern.
hers? Where you
Um,
have
where you
4?
put all the numbers, and I didn't find it that bad once I got the math done.
Yeah, but then she then had different sections. I think she had A, B, C, D, and E. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. And you had to, in each section, you had to do something different.
Yes.
Is this one like that?
It's harder than that.
Okay.
Because I didn't mind knitting that one, and the fit on that is fabulous. my Martello. And it was something I thought, okay, you guys are knitting that, I'll knit it. I didn't really, okay. But I love it. It fits me really well.
Oh, I like it too. I did it longer. This one, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks, yeah. I did mine in um Malabrigo blues.
I don't remember what I did this in. But I made it longer so I could wear it with my yoga pants.
I kind of like my tops a little bit longer. I don't like them real cropped, and everything seems to be cropped right now.
Well, that one's
Whenever
almost fingertip.
Yeah, I don't like that. I've got kind of a long torso,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like it when I move and my back's uncovered.
Oh, golly, no.
I don't like that at all.
I'm too
So,
old for that.
right. Well, and my back is cold. I just don't like my back being cold. I
I
remember
don't
my
either. I
dad,
usually wear something under to,
sometimes I
so that
do.
my back,
Yeah,
I really have a good back
yeah.
coverage, I guess.
I remember my dad complaining about that all the time because he was tall and his had a long torso. And my mom had to buy him like extra long. He wore like a t-shirt underneath his
Mm-hmm.
work shirts because he worked in an office, and he wore a dress shirt, but he wore a t-shirt underneath, like a white t-shirt. And he said they had extra tall t-shirts and yeah, extra tall dress shirts, and because he was tall in the trunk.
It was long waisted.
He, I don't know about long waisted, but his trunk was tall.
Well, that would be, they call it long waisted,
Okay,
because that's your trunk.
okay.
That's what my mom
Like
always called it.
like for jeans, I like the mid rise. If I get the high rise, it comes way too far up to me.
Ah,
But I don't like what is it? The short. I don't know what they call it. The teenagers wear the short.
yeah, I'm trying to think it's not low rider. Yeah, I
It
have a
might
pair
be.
of those that I got by mistake.
Yeah, I don't like that. I figured out I like the mid rise. That fits me to where I want my pants and stuff. My husband and I are the same inseam length. He's 4 inches taller than I am. How does that
Well,
make sense?
Dale and I are 14 inches apart.
Oh
He's
my
14
God.
inches taller than I am.
Oh. My mom and dad were let's see. She was under 5 foot and he was over 6 foot. So yeah, probably about what you guys are.
Yeah, I'm 5'2" and he's 6'4".
Okay.
Yeah, wow. Uh, the sun is coming out a little bit. You're sending me good vibes.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I haven't really looked at the radar today. Um,
It's supposed to be nice today, and then get cloudy later on, like 4 o'clock by me.
Let me see. I'm looking. Gotta find the right. Oh my gosh. My husband says you got way too many apps on your phone. I think I have. Medical apps alone is ridiculous. Oh, it looks like we only have like about a 10% chance of rain later. And it looks like it's going to get to about 64. That's a nice temperature.
Mm-hmm. As long as it's not breezy.
Right. Mostly cloudy. Okay. I wonder when we can plant. I got a boatload of zinnias I want to plant. Well, I won't plant them, he will.
They're talking a week or so out, maybe almost to Memorial Day.
Even for seeds?
They're already seeded? Or
No.
they're seeding them in the ground?
Yeah, we put them in the ground, seeds.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
He always likes to get me a bunch of flowers on Mother's Day. I think it's a little bit early.
I think Mother's Day is early this year.
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
Seems like
So
it.
it could be a little bit early. What is tomorrow? 9, 10? I don't even
I
know what
think.
today is. 10.
Isn't it terrible? We're in the same boat. I don't know you know either.
Yep. Today's 9. May 9.
Yeah, so tomorrow's the 10th. Dale says, well, where do you want to go for Mother's Day? I said, well,
Uh,
I think we should go to Ford's Garage and then that way, because Frank's working, that he'll be able to come and have dinner with us.
he works there?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can take his break at that time?
Well, he goes in at 8 in the morning, so at 6 o'clock he should be okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever gone out on Mother's Day because it's busy.
We used to do either go out when Mom was alive, we'd either go out or have a special dinner for her,
Yeah.
have a completely special day. And then after Mom passed away, my first Mother's Day without her, early afternoon, Dale says, so where do you want to go for Mother's Day? I said, where do you think we're going to get in on Mother's
Yeah,
Day
right?
now without a reservation?
Right.
Oh,
Hadn't thought of that.
well, because I was the one that was making the plans because it was my mom, not his.
Right.
His mom passed away when he was a teenager.
Oh. I was looking into a trip, and it would be Amtrak train from Durand, which is probably about 45 minutes or an hour from here. I don't like to leave my car in Flint. So we'd leave from Durand, we'd go to Chicago, and I think we have to move to a different train. We'd go from Chicago to, I'm trying to remember which trip I was looking at. One of them went to Montana and Glacier National Park. The other trip I was looking at went to Grand Canyon.
Ooh. Both would be nice.
I was all set to do this until I found out I wanted to have I think they were 1 or 2 nights on the train, and then the rest of the nights were in hotels. You'd stop and have a hotel.
Mhm.
And I wanted the bedrooms for him, my husband. And because I didn't know if he could, I don't know if either one of us could tolerate sitting in a coach seat all night. That seemed like a lot. So I went to AAA and I had them look at it all, figure it all out. It's going to be $10,000, and I just don't have that much right now.
For the two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. So I'm like, oh, well, I can't really do that right this minute, but I'll save up for that. Because the one that went to Glacier National Park, you went along, there was some cruise on a river. There was going to the Sun Road that they took you on. There were some beautiful things. And I thought I would just enjoy that so much, but yeah, no, it's not going to happen right now.
We go through Bianco tours on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's through the Dearborn Seniors Travel Club.
Yeah.
And we were told at one of the meetings from Bianco themselves that because it was in Dearborn travel meeting, that if you see a trip, if you go on our website and you see a trip, but they're not offering it in the Dearborn office, let us know in advance that you are in a travel club and you get it a lot cheaper.
How do you get in a travel club?
Well, it was in our senior center. We went to the senior center because we were going on trips through them. And then we decided to join the travel club, but ours is through the senior center.
I don't think we have. I mean, our senior center plans a few travel, but it's more like the casino, the Detroit Tigers. I'm not interested
See
in those things.
if you see if they're part of a travel club, and then you can go to like Bianco and different ones and just let them know that you're in that travel club, even though they're not sponsoring it.
So it's called Bianco.
Bianco Travel.
You need to find a notebook to write this in. Yeah. Where's my pencil from? Bianco. Like a B, like B as in boy.
Yes, IANCO.
Okay. So we need to join a travel club, huh?
Yeah. And ours is through Dearborn. I mean, there's other ones out there. That's the one I know.
Right.
Because that's how we started. We started doing, like day trips with them.
Yeah.
And then we were looking at the brochures in the senior center. And some of them were for Bianco. And then another one was Mayflower. We're doing a trip with Mayflower in October.
Well, this was through AAA.
Right.
I thought they could get me a deal, but I don't know.
They'll get you a deal, and they go through, what is it, travel? Can't remember the name of it. When we went to Hawaii, we went through AAA. And when we go to Disney, we went through AAA also.
Oh, yeah, I see. Here's a Niagara Falls. Oh, that would be nice. 3 days, 2 nights. This is probably on a bus.
Yeah, they just do bus. They don't do out of state. Mayflower does out of state. 'Cause
Mayflower is out of state.
yeah, we're going out east. We fly out and then we bus or train it down to Boston. We're going to Portland, Maine.
Oh, fun. Well, you can buy these travel passes. Dale may know more about them for Amtrak.
Okay.
But I don't really understand how, I mean, it sounds like you have to still plan your legs because you can, like you'll go so far and then you'll get off and you'll explore the city and then you'll pick it up later. But you have to plan those in advance when you're going to be getting back on and off.
Okay.
And I don't quite understand I guess the Amtrak app is really not as clear as I would like it to be, maybe. Or maybe it's just so vast it's hard to figure it out, Well, here's all kinds of national parks. The problem with the national park is I can't walk around a ton.
You'll laugh at this one. Greenfield Village is a wonderful place to walk around and it's historical and
Yep.
so on and so forth. So I said to a friend of mine, I said, well, we got past, we have a membership, but because Frank got us a 15% discount, we added in the rides and it pretty much paid for the rides. So I said, well, when the weather gets nice, let's go to the village. Well, we interpreted it two different ways. I thought nice weather, walk around the village. She
Yeah.
thought nice weather, walk in and go to lunch.
Oh,
Well, lunch was going to be included, we were going to do that. But
yeah.
so last Sunday was a beautiful day. So we went over to the village. I got to park closer than in the summertime. And we're walking in and she goes, well, how far is the restaurant? And I looked at her kind of funny and I said, well, it's kind of like in the middle going towards the back.
Oh, yeah.
And out by Mary Martha Chapel is where we were going. And she says, well, how far is that? And I said, well, and she goes, well, Di, I don't walk. No, I didn't know you didn't walk anymore. She said, you can walk from my apartment to the elevator.
Oh, boy.
And I said, well, I think you're going to be walking more than that.
Yeah.
So we get our wristband and the train is right there. And it lets you off pretty close to, where we were going to go to Taste of History. And it let you off pretty close. And I said, well, you want to take the train? No. Okay.
She didn't want to take the train?
Well, on the way there, you want to go on the carousel? Me on the carousel? Are you crazy? Look at me. And it was funny because I said the same thing to my guys. My son said, Aunt Paula, on the carousel? And I said, not on one of the the horses. She'll sit in one of the bench seats.
The benches, yeah.
What I said Frankie, my conversation was pretty much the same as Paula's in my conversation. She goes, well, they still have those things I can sit on. I don't have to get on a horse or anything, right? And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, no.
Oh, well,
I
what
said,
you
well,
want to
going
do?
right past there, you'll be able to sit down. I can't tell you how many times we had to sit down from the front where we got our tickets to the craft area, which is pretty close. She had to sit down. Okay. And then we left the craft area. I wanted to go into weaving because they're having the 250-year anniversary for the Constitution. And they're doing the blown glass is all going to be red, white, and blue. The weaving is going to be red, white, and blue. Everything is themed. And so Frank says, well, see if they're, they have the pattern going yet for what they're going to weave for, because they have to make all these towels or whatever they're going to do well in advance. And
then they'll sell them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everything, they'll sell what they make. And then including like the blown glass, they have the candy canes and the bowls and the plates that they're going to have are that'll be done in the pottery. So here we are, so now we get out of the weaving building and she goes, gotta sit down. And I'm like, okay, well, now how far is it? I said, well, we have to go that way. And I just pointed and she goes, well, how far? And I said, well, as we get closer, you'll see. And they have I think it's called Station 44, which is a place you go. It's kind of like a small cafeteria. It's nice. I said, depends on what you want. And so I told her what was there, and she goes, no, I don't want that. So I said, well, we can go Taste of History. And I showed her the menu. Pardon me?
She didn't want anything.
Well, I didn't think she'd want the Station 44. She didn't want to ride on the Model Ts.
Oh, I would do all of that.
Yeah, see. So we ended up back by Eagle Tavern. And so she said, well, I said, taste, see, there's Mary Martha Chapel. Just before it is where Eagle Tavern and then Tasty History is. Oh, okay. So I said, well, let's stop at Eagle Tavern and just see what they're having today. So she did. And I said, but, it's going to be a big meal, And she said, oh, I don't want a big meal now, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my
And
God.
so one of the presenters came out and he said, well, you don't have to have the dinner. You can have a starter. You can have shareable.
Oh yeah.
Shareable appetizers in there. So we
Yeah.
ended up going in there and we had the cold meat and cheese tray, which was
Yeah.
excellent. And I still brought food home and we shared
Oh
it.
my God. Would that be like a shareable kind of thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it didn't sound like you were going to make her happy almost with anything.
And on the way back, and when we got out, well, actually, on walking the way there, I said, now here's the omnibus that stops here.
Yeah.
And the regular bus is like 2 people to a seat, but Frank and I can sit in the seat very comfortably. Dale
Okay,
and
so
I'm scrunched in the corner like this, and he's leaned like this.
Yeah.
And we didn't get past the bus stop where they were loading people in. There was a woman that came on and said, I got to get off here. She was so claustrophobic. And
Oh my
then Dale
gosh.
said, well, I'm going to get off too. And at that, I turned to say something to him. And there was our son sitting the other side of the aisle and down a row. So I said, well, okay. And I looked at Frank and I said, can I come sit by you? Because that, then a couple could sit where I'm at. And he
Right.
said, yeah. So I went over and I sat by him and Dale got off the bus and waited for us to go around.
Oh.
But so I told her about the omnibus and I said, that's, you sit on either side. It's not rows. It's like a big long bench seat on either side of the
Oh
bus.
yeah.
So we ended up getting on an open wagon that was horse-drawn. And that she really liked. So I said, all right. And we get
That
back in
seems
the
like
car.
it'd be hard to get up in.
Oh yeah, there were steps. But she told me, you go first. Okay.
Okay.
So it was pretty funny.
Did she have a good time at all?
Oh yeah, she did. Once
Okay.
we weren't walking. She didn't want frozen custard, which for us, that's one of our main stops.
Yeah.
Because we go in and we walk around and we'll be doing it more this summer because we have the ride pass. So if we get tired, we can just hop on one of the rides.
Yeah. How much does it cost to go in there now?
Depends on your age. I can't remember how much it's $20 for all the rides,
Okay.
which I find to be expensive. You're there for the day. So it probably, I would say if you include the rides, it's got to be $80.
For
If
one
you're
person?
pardon me?
For one person?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And if you're a senior, it may be 60.
Well, it depends on what number they say senior is. I'm 62 and he's older.
I think it's 60.
Oh, then I'm a senior.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a bit. You pay that each time or do you have a season pass?
Oh no, we have a season pass.
Okay, because you're close to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not. Now, see, if he's having a good day, he would have no problem walking anywhere in that park. If he's having a bad day, he sometimes can't even get out of bed. How do I know what's going to be a good day and a bad day? The morning of.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, that's hard to plan things, you know.
I'm trying to get to.
Well, the last time I was at Greenfield Village, or that's where you are, right? Greenfield Village.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I was there has got to be 20 years ago.
Oh, it's changed.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. But I remember the Model Ts, and it seems like there was a rail that kind of kept you. You can't just steer anywhere. There's a rail or something.
Yeah, there's a train that takes you all around the entire village.
Yes, I think that's been there a while.
Oh, it's
I
been there
think we went
forever.
on that. We took kids, you know. I took kids all over the place when we had growing kids. I took them, especially in the summer. I just took them like probably 3 times a week. We went somewhere, you know, a lot of zoos, and we just did all the things. I always looked at it as the part of their education that we couldn't get at school.
And now they go over there to Frank, Frank will go
For school?
after lunch to Greenfield Village because all the schools are having their buses come in. You know, it's the end of the school year. We had
Oh
such a
yeah, yeah,
crappy winter that they weren't really able to use all the money for their day trips.
yeah. I don't think our school. I'm trying to think if we ever went to there.
We never did.
I don't remember going there. Oh, I got the allergy eyes going on in a big way. Oh my gosh. I try not to itch them, but sometimes I've had it. I got to get the drops in.
Okay, it starts at $75 a person, not seniors.
Okay. Wow. You know what our kids did for us for Mother's and Father's Day? They got a hold of us and they said, "We want to send you to a couple day getaway." So the two of them got together and I sent them some dates we were available, and they're sending us to Traverse City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they've got us a hotel that's you can see water out the window. You know,
Okay.
you can see the water. And it's 2 nights. We end up going during the week. I'm sure it's cheaper during the week. But I sent them. We're available this block of time, that block of time, and they set it all up. And then I guess there's going to be a dinner, but we have to find the place.
That's nice.
So how fun, huh?
When are you
Yeah.
going?
About the third week of May. Let me see.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah. Here, I want to keep this. Flag that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We are going on the 20th. Yeah, we're going
That's
on
just
Wednesday, 20th. We're staying Wednesday and Thursday night and coming home Friday, which is just before the long weekend, actually.
well, I think you're going at the best time because you're not going to run into crowds.
I wouldn't think too much, no. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just kind of a nice trip. And I said, now what about the dog? And she says, I got it so the dog can go.
Oh, good.
So we'll take the dog. And yeah, should be. Because I said, well, we've never been to Saugatuck. We've been to Traverse City, but we haven't been there a lot. I'll probably try to hit a yarn shop while I'm up there, huh?
Oh, there's a couple.
Yeah, I'll have to look up what's up there.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. It's probably, let's see, Traverse City from me must be, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours away.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, let me see if I can map it here. Just to the city, Traverse City. Traverse City, Michigan. It says 3 hours, 174 miles. There's different routes to go. I might go through Cadillac. I think that's a pretty drive. It says it takes a similar amount of time. You can go 75 and then probably take the Kalkaska across 72 or something. But you can go this way through Cadillac. You take 10 through Clare, Midland, Clare, and then Cadillac, 115, then 131, and you go through Cadillac, Manton, Kinsley, Fife Lake area. That looks like an interesting drive. I don't know. We'll see, because he may want to go through Kalkaska. We could stop at his grandpa and grandpa's grave. So we may go one way going up and one way coming back. We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're going to Traverse City with Bianco Tours in
Are you?
September for the fireworks.
Oh, I saw a firework trip on here. Now, where did that go?
Yeah, it's in September, the 9th and 10th, I think, or 10th and 11th.
Okay, now I marked this. Yeah, how do I find those? Oh my gosh. Here we go. I saw. So they're bus trips and they have a bathroom in the bus?
Yes,
Okay.
and they stop at different places to let you get out and walk.
Okay. Oh, now here's one, the Huron Lady. You ride the bus over to Port Huron, which is not really that, it's only an hour from here, roughly. Maybe a little more than an hour.
Port Huron? Really? It's an
Yeah,
hour
for me.
for us.
Yeah, I'm just more north. But I'm probably 15 miles from 69. 15 or 20 miles from 69, and then 69 goes straight across. Then you take the Huron Lady, the boat, right? And then you stop at this place called Sweet Tooth Candies. Huh. Well, there's all kinds of trips on here. Day trips, overnight trips.
Well, when I go into for my first day, I
Yeah.
have to put the days that I want off.
Yeah.
So June 19th, we're going to be Day in the D, downtown Detroit. August 20 to 20, oh, that's Dale's reunion. September 2 to 3, we're going to Put-in Bay. September 10 through 12, Traverse City. And then October 3rd through the 11th, out east. And then there's another one. There's a couple more that we're going to go on. The there's one in December, Grand Rapids. It's a Christmas
You're-
themed.
You're going on the Traverse City fireworks in September, you said?
Yeah, September 10 through 12.
Oh, you know what? We're heading to Iowa then.
Mm.
That would be fun.
And the hotel that they have is right on the lake.
Nice.
But the nice part is that Dale doesn't have to drive.
Right.
And he doesn't let me drive. He's got to do it his own. Like, be my guest.
Yeah, I do the driving. Does it cost to be in those what'd you call them, travel clubs?
Yeah, it's $15 a person for a year.
Oh, that's not very much.
Mm-mm. And you save it going on one trip.
Yeah.
She gave an example. If you're, I'm trying to think how she did it. If you're going to take a trip that's like $1,000, but you tell us that you're in a travel club, and of course, I'm sure they verify it,
Yeah.
and it's like a couple of $100 cheaper.
Oh gosh.
So it's well worth it to be in the club.
Yeah. There's a place in Clio called Anne's Adventures, and she takes lots of trips.
What's it called?
Anne's Adventures,
Oh, okay.
and I wouldn't mind going on a trip with her, but there's always the dog, figure out the
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, most of them don't let dogs.
No,
So,
nope.
gotta plug my phone in.
Uh, do you go on many trips, Jonah?
Maybe something.
Some.
Yeah.
This is when I wish I had a little more money to go on more trips. I would have been it would have been so much fun to go on that trip, on the train. But it's so much money. I just don't have it right now.
That is a lot.
Yeah. Because she was telling me about these trips, but she wasn't giving me any price. And I said, well, I need the price with the sleeper. Because, she was thinking that it would be around maybe 4,000 or 5,000. But yeah, no, that's not what it was.
Per person.
No, total, I think. Maybe she meant per person and I was thinking total.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it went. I would eventually love to do the trip in Canada. It goes from Halifax all the way across to Vancouver.
Wow.
I think you could see some beautiful scenery and okay, where am I? 11. Well, Megan contacted me and said, could you come to the house and babysit our dog? And I said, well, when? Well, she had a couple different dates that they could do this trip. Well, the first date, we're heading to Iowa. It was that September date. But the second date we could do. So I'm waiting so she gets it exactly, because I said, well, we're available this 5 day spread, because I think they're going to be gone 3 days or something. They're going to fly to Vancouver and visit some relatives, I guess, or something like that. He's got some relatives in Vancouver. He's got relatives everywhere. New York City, right downtown. He's got relatives in Seattle. He's got relatives. There's somebody in California, but I don't remember where. He's got one in Columbus, or no, Cleveland. It's just he's got somebody in Toronto he knows. His relatives or friends or something. So they fly out these places and stay a couple days, and
Good for them.
yeah, they fly all over the place.
Is he from a large family?
Um, he's an only child, but there's a lot of cousins.
Mm-hmm.
I think his dad is like one of 7 or 8.
There you go.
I think his mom there's 2. But yeah, there's a lot of cousins. And a lot of them, they're the more educated Indians, so they have fled to Canada or USA, a lot of them. Not too many. Some of them stay in India, but a lot of them want to get out of India. His mother's funny though. She's used to the servants. They have an 8-hour a day maid. She does the cooking. All they do is microwave something and warm it up. But the maid does the cooking, the cleaning. I think she does the shopping, the laundry. And I'm thinking, what do you do? They're retired now. They travel, they go to Africa, and they go, on a safari. They read a lot, know all the politics in the world. I'm thinking, okay, I knit. But other than that, I do housework and I run him to appointments, and that's it. Pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of podcasts, knitting podcasts. I've gotten the knitting bug really bad. It's like an addiction almost.
Yep.
Guess if you got to be addicted to something, this isn't too bad, huh?
That's
It does get a little pricey there.
Yeah, it can be. Some of my yarn isn't so pricey.
Yeah, but you add it up.
Yeah, well, yeah, we don't. That's what Ron was telling our daughter. It's like, these sweaters that mom makes, they're not like cheap sweaters. Don't just throw them out or give them to Goodwill. Try to get family members to take them, and the same with the yarn, This is not
Absolutely.
something you just toss. Well, she bought me a skein of sparkling yarn, dragon yarn when she was in Seattle. So she knows kind of how much it costs. I made a beautiful pair of socks out of that. But I got a whole wall of yarn,
Yeah, I
Isn't it
do.
something? You got a whole wall of yarn and you don't have the right thing for something?
That's
Yeah. Well, when I went on the local yarn store day, I bought probably 5 or 6 basic colors of sock yarn for heels and toes. I'm telling you, that added up. Even though I bought Heritage, which isn't a very expensive yarn, that added up.
It's amazing how quickly it adds up.
Yeah.
Did you go into Frankenmuth to
No,
Rapunzel's or no?
actually, I went to Saginaw. Little Yarn Shop is I know a lot of people there. So that's where
What
I
one's
went.
in Saginaw?
Called Little Yarn Shop. It's in the Saginaw farmers market area.
Okay.
There's a SVRC is called Marketplace. Saginaw. I don't remember what it all those letters stand for, but right downtown Saginaw,
Mhm.
right on the river. During the first years of my yarn journey, I met people there. And there's one lady that goes there every day that they're open. And she sits and knits there. What I found out later is that she had just lost her husband. And she was kind of wandering around trying to figure out where she fits. You know how that would be. You kind of have to figure out where you fit at that time in your life. So she was, that was her place to be, right? And she would help, people would sit there and knit with her, and then, oh, I don't know what to do here. And she'd help you, and I brought my spinning wheel one day, and she was working with me a little bit on spinning. And, I just got to know her a lot. And and this was in probably 2016. So I've known her 10 years,
That's good.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've talked about our kids and, all that fun stuff.
It's almost like another family. The
It
knitters.
is. Yeah.
Do you do spinning as well then?
I spent a lot of time there before my husband was working at that time, and I was not working. I was having a lot of health issues, so I was at a lot of appointments and things, and then in between I learned how to spin and knit.
Oh, that was good.
And I really enjoyed the knitting. And I had also, there was a group out of I'm trying to think where they were from, kind of over by the Owasso area, and we would meet in a church once or twice a month. And a lot of them were spinning, but some of them were knitting. And I would go knit with that group too. Sometimes I would spin, sometimes I would knit. Well, about COVID, that group kind of broke up just because there was a lot of older people, and people just didn't go out during that time. And it was in a church basement, and we would bring like a finger snack, something that you could easily pick up and eat. And we just have all our snacks sitting out, and you could go get a snack, and you'd usually bring a thing of water or something. And we sit there for 3 or 4 hours. Well, whoever it was, the lady that had the key to the church, that our contact at the church there, she passed away. So we don't have a contact for that church anymore. So then they started meeting down closer to Lansing. Well, that's a lot farther for me. And they started meeting, and my husband was quite sick at that time. Then we had, we had COVID through there, and then, it's just changed a lot. And I just haven't really been back. I kind of miss them, but it was quite a distance for me to drive, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
And it was nice to be with people a little bit, After being a teacher and having kids, all day long, I had different classes. And then I didn't have anybody around. It was really different. And now I don't do a lot of those kinds of things, just because between our appointments and then getting what I need for him medicine wise and stuff, I'm tired,
Yeah.
So being able to do a Zoom thing is really fun
Good.
because I don't have to go out of my house. Great,
There you
great.
go.
Yeah. And just sit in my knitting window here.
Well, Wednesday mornings I have knitting that comes into the house. And
Oh.
on Monday nights, we meet at Panera in Dearborn Heights, some of us.
Oh.
And then there's another group. We haven't met for a while and I can't think.
If you were closer, I'd be doing that, but it's kind of far for me.
Yeah.
I'd spend more time on the road than I would knitting with you guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then it becomes like a job or,
a chore. Yeah, because you
that
got
you
to drive
have to be
there.
there at a certain time and
Plus, gas is almost $5 a gallon. So,
which is ridiculous.
oh, it's bad.
I like my little Focus that takes next to nothing for gas.
I have an Equinox, and it's not horrible. But still, I really notice, because we're driving back and forth to Ann Arbor or Brighton. We're driving a distance for a lot of his
Yeah.
appointments.
See, my car is in the garage and my son parks in front of the garage and
Oh,
my husband parks on the street. So for me to take my car out of the garage, we have to play
move things.
cars.
Yeah.
And so when I go places, I end up driving Dale's truck.
Okay. We have a big old driveway with there's room to park a lot of cars here. Oh goodness. Well, I only got a couple more rows on this rib cuff. Seems like it's taking me forever.
You doing socks or?
Yeah. Yep. This is the color.
Ooh, pretty.
It's just a croy. This is for one of my nephews. This is the one that I finished.
Oh, I like that.
I really like this too. I made this pair for my nephew, my other nephew, and I made a pair just like it for my son. And they all have big feet, let me tell you. And I'd like a pair out of that color. I may have to order some more because I really like it. It makes a nice, it's a little bit thicker, I think, that croy maybe. Makes a nice boot sock or, some of those guys ski and stuff. So I think they'll enjoy those socks.
I have a pair of socks set aside for the person that does my nails. Her
Yeah.
daughter is a crocheter slash knitter, crocheter
Yeah.
being, prominent. And she keeps asking her daughter for socks, and her daughter keeps, nah. And I thought, well, this year her Christmas present's going to be a pair of socks.
Yeah, she'll probably really like that. Did you know what size her feet are?
Just not really, how do you work in, what size shoe do you take?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, how you figured that out.
I kind of looked at her feet to see if they were my size or larger.
Yeah.
So I made them a little bit bigger because I think she takes a larger size. I had a Pilates class yesterday and she said, you use a ball and you're standing and you put your heels on this ball and your toes are on the floor. And she said, but if you have small feet, don't do that. Just raise your heels. And I'm like, well, what do you consider small feet? I mean, I used to wear a 5.5, I think. I wear a 7.
Oh yeah, you have small feet.
No, I wear a 7 now.
Yeah, but that's still on the small side, isn't it?
Now, when you start out at a 5.5, you think a seven's, not small.
Okay. My feet are 8.5 or 9. And
Yeah,
I
that's
got
why, when she said that, so I started on the ball, and then I went, oh, well, I guess my feet are small because I can't really
hip reach.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
But don't tell me if you have small feet, tell me what's a small foot.
yeah. Well, both my nieces have bigger feet than I do. And my son, oh my gosh, his feet are like, what did he say? Size 11, 11 and a half or something.
Dale's
Yeah,
at 13.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's got a good sized foot.
Yeah.
His socks are about twice as long as yours.
I started making him socks, and then he lost interest in the sock, and I thought, fine, I'm not going to continue knitting those
Yeah.
socks.
Right.
But his niece, I say his niece because it's on his side. She wears a 12.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah. She
Well,
said,
I made my husband a really beautiful pair of socks using the Arnie and Carlos yarn. And I put mohair in them and all this, and he's allergic to the mohair.
oh,
So I'm going to give them to somebody. I just got to figure out who will take care of them right, I've got two
exactly.
different people in mind that I think would care for them properly, and I can't decide between the two of them who I want to give them to. Oh goodness, they're beautiful. I just love them. The color, it's the blue that they did, blue and black or something. It's just beautiful. So I washed them out because my husband wore them once, and his feet were burning.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So he's like done wearing them. He doesn't want to wear them anymore. I don't blame him.
No.
So I'm gonna buy the same. I bought it at Spun because I know they carry it. I don't know who else carries the Arnie and Carlos. So I bought it there. So when I get back there, I'll get back there probably in the August yarn crawl, if
I
not
didn't
sooner.
know they carried it.
Yes, Spun does. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And Arnie and Carlos have added some more colors. So I'm interested. They do a nice Fair Isle sock, you know. I'm interested in seeing the other colors that they have. So we'll see.
Is it in the yarn, the Fair Isle, or do you have to change yarn?
No, it's in the yarn.
Okay.
You just knit away and it comes up, it makes it happen.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that
me
a lot.
too.
Let the yarn do the work.
Let the yarn do the work, yeah. So I'll be buying that same blue skein again, maybe 2 more times because I love it too. I don't know. I probably don't need another pair, but
How far is Spun from you? How long does it take
about an
you?
hour and a half,
Okay.
90-ish miles, I would guess, because uh, Megan lives in Ipsy, and we go to the hospital that she works at, which is about probably 8 miles from her house, but it's closer to us than she is. I think to her house is 90, or is it to the hospital? The hospital might be 90. I'm not sure, but it's right around that. It's a similar amount of miles as that.
Okay.
It's a fat hour and a half from here, and then you got to park, play that game with the parking stuff there.
They have open knitting on Sundays.
Yeah, but it's kind of far for that.
That's why I was asking how far.
Yeah, I would love to do it. How far is it from you?
It's about an hour.
Okay, a little closer.
A friend of mine said that she was going to go. And I said, well, if you want someone to go with, let me know. I'll
Yeah.
go with you. And she looked at me kind of shocked, like, oh. And I have yarn that I bought there that'll force me to start making it.
Yeah. Do they want you to use their yarn when you're knitting there?
I assume.
Yeah. Well, I could use an Arnie and Carlos yarn. I bought yarn there. Well, the sweater that I'm wearing, I saw there, but they didn't have the color in stock I wanted. And I did buy these buttons there too. I want to get one more button in case I lose one. I was going to sew it on the inside of the bottom of my sweater.
Yeah.
I love the sweater, the DRK Everyday Sweater, Andrea Mowry.
I don't remember that one. Did you see her striped vest?
Yes.
It's a
This,
vest, but she's wearing it like a sweater, like a sleeveless
Yes.
sweater in the pattern.
yeah. This particular pattern of hers has video. It's very well written. There's a lot of knitting to this, but it's worth it. It's a beautiful pattern. I'm so looking forward to just a little bit warmer weather when I can knit on the porch.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes. We have a back porch. We have one side that's covered and has ceiling fans and all that's beautiful.
Ooh,
The other side, there's not a roof, but the sun comes in real nice, and then we have a tree over part of that area. So it's just a beautiful place to knit.
Lovely.
The birds come, and it's just beautiful.
mm. When we went up to camp last week, we have, it's called a peg. It's a big propane tank.
Yeah, we have
and it
one.
stands up.
Okay,
and
we have
Jan
a
took
big
the
one.
top
Yeah.
off,
Yeah,
and there was a robin's nest
inside the top.
with birds in it. And you came
Did
in
you
and you
have
told
to?
me about it, and I said, I want to see, like a little kid. I want to see.
Well, yeah. Were you able to see in?
Yeah, he took the top off again so I could see.
Nice. We have nests all over the place. He grew some gourds that are designed for that, or like they're used for that all the time. And I can't remember if they're how it works out, but they're hanging up now. He put a hole in them, and birds make their nests in there. We have two of them, and so that's always fun. Then one year we had a hummingbird nest, but it was way up high, but we could see the little birds peeking their little heads out, and we could hear. It's fun. It was so
I don't know.
fun.
I'm going to show you this. I don't know if you can really see.
Yes,
Oh, goodness.
yes.
Look. And they don't all have their feathers yet. And
Yeah,
their skin almost looks raw. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that hurts looking at it.
yep.
But they
I'm
were
surprised there wasn't a bird on the nest.
maybe
A
she was
parent
out
bird.
getting breakfast.
Yeah, but I'm surprised there wasn't like the other parent bird on the nest. Somebody on the nest all the time.
I don't know. I did
Yeah,
look around and make sure that mom wasn't around.
Yeah, he should be going after you. I gotta grab my bigger needle because I'm past the ribbing now, finally.
Finally.
When you getting back to your tiny house?
I'm sorry?
When are you getting back to your holiday place?
We're not gonna go for probably until next weekend when it gets a little nicer.
Mm.
Dale has gone out and he went out yesterday. Yeah, he went out yesterday. He has a trailer that he wants to transport his trains in, and it's closed in or enclosed. And he painted the inside yesterday, and he's going to go out Monday and give it a second coat. But he took I have a golf cart out there, and we had it shrink wrapped. So he took the shrink wrap off and hooked up the battery and took it for a ride to make sure that everything was good. So I love my golf cart because I can zip around the campgrounds.
Ah, good idea.
You know, it's so you just, slip into it. You don't have to start it. Well, you do have to start it once you get in, but you don't have to worry about the windows and, opening and closing doors because there is none on there. And I just really enjoy popping in and going. And I bought a cart that was closer to the ground. You could get a high one and I can slip into it, but a 6'4" man doesn't slip in very well.
So that's your part.
It is, for the first year I had it, he would not drive it. And I said, he would go up front and he'd get in the truck. And I said, why don't you take the golf cart? No, that's yours. And if we went any place, you want to drive? No, it's yours. Okay. So last year it was, oh, can I borrow the golf cart?
Oh, you start to like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a freedom, in a way, because you just slip in, slip out.
Yeah. Is the park that you're in a real big area?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 850 sites.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty big. Is it got water there? Like a pond or
4 lakes.
4 lakes? Okay. Is your little house right where you can see water?
Yes. It's across
Okay.
the street. There's lakefront cottages sites across the street from us, and then the water's with that in front of them.
Oh, okay.
But we're situated that when we sit on our porch, we can look at the lake.
Oh, nice.
It's for sale. You want to buy it? Not ours, across the street.
Oh, well, yeah, money's an issue. Money's an issue. And actually, it wouldn't work as well for us as it does for you. And the reason is
Absolutely.
my husband likes to be here because he has his tools and he cuts up wood, and yeah, you couldn't do all that there
Yeah, you can.
with a big sawmill.
Well, I don't know what he uses, but I hear people sawing wood all the time.
Oh no, this is like a trailer. It's a big saw. You put a tree on it and you saw it up into lumber.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yes, you
wouldn't.
could, but it wouldn't be advised.
Yeah, I don't think people would probably appreciate it. Oh shoot, I'm doing ribbon. I don't really need to. Well, you know what? We're gonna have one more. Do I want that? Probably not. Need to go backwards. Just knitting away, not paying any attention. I needed to pay attention there a little bit. That's all right. I only did a half a row around the sock. That's not that many.
Have you tried the double points that have the cable between?
The flexi flips or whatever. I have not. I
A
do
friend of
have
mine
some
was
here.
using them. She's going to loan them to me when she's done for me
Yeah.
to try.
I do have some here. I've never tried them though. I did knit 2 at a time socks, and I
Mhm.
really don't like fussing with that cable all the time.
It's a
I
short
really
cable.
like the 9-inch circulars.
Oh, no. These are a true double point with the cable.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about,
Oh, okay.
but I was just saying that I hate double points. I
I
do
do
have a
too.
few pair that are wooden that are better. And I've tried Magic Loop. It's okay. I can do it, but I don't like moving that cable all the time. I really prefer my little 9-inch
The
circulars.
ones that she has,
Yeah.
they're the square tips. They're the Addies.
Oh yeah.
They're the squares. Yeah.
I think I probably would like it, but would you have to? No, you wouldn't have to move the stitches much, would you?
No, she doesn't.
No. No, I don't think you would.
I'll let you try them. And so I'm watching her and she goes, well, when I'm done, and I thought, what? Yeah, I just wanted to see how she was working it.
Yeah. Whoops. There we go. I'm really hungry this morning. Let me see. Gotta go back to. Where do I have to go back to? I remembered to switch needles at the right time, but I forgot to switch stitches. Let's see.
One out of
One.
two isn't bad.
Yeah, right? At least I didn't get very far. I think I had to go back about maybe 20 something. Okay, I'm back. Not bad.
Took you a couple minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take long. Okay, now to the stitch I want to do here. It says it's 63 out there right now. It's almost warm enough to knit out there.
If the sun's out,
Maybe.
I have to
I have
get
a
this.
little side table that I have to clean every time I go out there because, it gets leafy and gross. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I fixed it up the other day to go out there and then it got cold. It
Mm,
was
it
just
was
a
a
little
teaser.
cooler than I realized. Nobody's been at my bird feeder this morning.
Slackers.
Yeah, right? When I first got up, it was raining, but now it's not raining anymore. The sun is coming out. Oh, that first year we had COVID, I lived out on that back porch. Tell me, Diane, why you wouldn't want to use an umbrella toe.
I don't know.
Well, you're not doing Kitchener, you're doing, it's like a hat closure.
I've not used that. I don't know what it is, so I can't answer that.
I found it in a pattern. Let's see. I found it in, okay, the Bakery Bears is a person out of the UK. Her name is Kay Jones, and she made this pattern called the Fairground Socks. In
Fairground
the
sign?
fairground,
Okay.
one word, fairground, and then socks. And she has listed an umbrella toe for 3 different size socks, 56, 64, and 72. Her fairground socks are kind of like a feather and fan sort of stitch. She also does a butterfly heel. Now, I can't remember what that is right at the moment. What is that? I can't remember right now what that is, but she offers the traditional flap and gusset heel or a butterfly heel. And then she offers this umbrella toe. Basically, the umbrella toe is just, it has spokes up like a hat would. And then when you get to 8 stitches, actually, I think she does Kitchener the 8. I just thought, why can't you just pull them together like you would the top of a hat?
The 8 stitches?
Yeah,
Good.
I did. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to think if I got to do a pair for me like that. What's this? Oh, I did. No, I Kitchenered that. I did the umbrella toe, but I did the Kitchener on this pair. But then for my nephew, I just put a loop around and tied it up. I thought, well, why can't I do this? I don't know. Maybe he'll go right through them. I don't know. We're going to find out.
By Kay Jones?
Yep, Kay
Okay.
Jones. But she does actually Kitchener stitch the 8. But I just thought, why do I have to Kitchener stitch it? 1, 2, 3.
I've only Kitchener toes.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Thought I had a problem here. Nope, I just miscounted.
Well, I finished a row and it's almost noon. So I'm going to call it a day or a morning.
All right. I won't see you next week.
No?
We're gonna go to that Makers Fest in Charlotte. So,
Maybe I'll go.
yeah, I think that'd be fun down there. How far is that for you?
Oh, that's a haul. Couple hours.
Oh, wow. It's an hour and a half from here. My friend's gonna go with me, so.
Oh, my stuff back on.
There we go, and I'm on the bigger needles. Yay. Okay.
Yay,
There's-
me. Yay, you.
There, I got the rib done. Oh, that looks cool because the rib is in the dark green. And I just started the 3-1 rib, which is the body of the sock, and it's going to be in like a Fair Isle kind of
Ooh.
look.
That'd be pretty.
I'll be interested to see how this is what the yarn looks like. So we'll see. Next week we'll know.
Okay.
Well, I won't see you next week. In 2 weeks we'll know.
Yes.
Okay, ladies. Have a good
Right.
one.
See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye, Shona.